tell him here. When stepping into 1998, the economic situation in Indonesia became tense and uncertain due to the meltdown of the currency. Students started to protest and more people to go to the street to support them. They were not happy with the political elite that ruled Indonesia for more than 3 decades. Lots of rumors were circulating in the market and society. One of them was the political elite tried to instigate the situation so that they could impose military law and control the country. When May 1998, the situation was very bad. I was in Yakarta and worried like hell, and everywhere were demonstrations and no longer safe to travel around. Many people lost their jobs, and even to sustain a simple living was not possible for many families. Those monetary hackers and big sharks have no sympathy for them and continue to hack the currency. Then something very tragic happened. I went back to Malaysia on 12 May 1998. The next day I received an SMS from the Jakarta office. Sir, Jakarta is burning. Before this, 6 students were shot dead during the demonstration. Who shot them, nobody knew. But the rumor pointed to the instigator mobilized by the political elite. Immediately people were angry and mass gathered in the street to protest. Then the situation was out of control. The mob started to attack and ransack the shops and set fire on them. In the morning of 13 May 1998, many locals were advising the office that riots had broken out and better for the staff to go home. Some of them even offered help to send the staff off, especially for the lady staff. Beside the action office was a common market where many small stores were selling clothes and day-to-day essentials. Then looting and fire erupted. The mob started to set fire on everywhere. Many DXN members were gathered around the office and formed a human wall to prevent the mobs from burning down the office. Their courageous action moved me to this day. They were true DXN free men, never blinking the eyes, even facing the danger. The burning stopped right beside the office. Other than a few glass windows were smashed by some mob throwing the stone, basically the office of DXN was intact. Thanks to the bravery of our members who stood firm against the mobs. Even the newspaper in Malaysia covered the news in the front page with a huge title, Jakarta is burning. The extent of damage was beyond imagination. There were mass looting, killing and raping. Indonesia fell into anarchy and the whole nation was broken into pieces. The Malaysian person in charge we sent to Indonesia had to hide in the car while our local Indonesian staff sent him to the airport. There were many blocks set by the mobs and you had to pay them ransom all the way to reach the airport. The XMPIC brought the first ticket available and flew back to Malaysia. I contacted the office in Jakarta and all were confused and did not know what to do. Budiman contacted me and said the situation was very risky. Maybe we should have closed down the operation until the situation was under control. I told Budiman, the riot had just started and would become worse and worse. It may take a few months before the riots ends. If we stop operation, that might be the end of DXN. For an MIM company, stop operation will always cease either. I told Budiman to maintain a few skeleton staff and operate at mere minima. Then I decided to go to Jakarta and to calm down the office and members. That sent shock waves to many people and a lot of them rang me up to ask me not to go. With such a confused station without a person in charge, the market may collapse. So I booked the ticket and decided to go to Jakarta on 18 May 1998 when the riots were still on. There were only 3 passengers in the whole plane and 2 stewardess served me coffee and food and sat down to chat with me. Maybe they try to calm the passengers down. Our face might look frightened and white as a ash. I always joke that was the best flight I ever had, with two beautiful stewardesses talking to me and even trying to create some jokes to calm down the situation. They have done their job very, very well. My great respect for them. Members flocked to the office when they knew I was there. Even before my arrival, many members were around in the office to prevent the mobs from burning down the office. They have risked their life for DXN. And now I risk mine for DXN too. DXN is a family. We share the pains and joys together. As I always say, to live, we live together. To die, we die together. We never ever take a back when facing the danger. When meeting with DXN members started, so many of them fill out every corner of the office. I told them, DXN came here to stay. Even if the office was burned down, we should continue and never bow to the danger. We burst into applause and once again sang the Bujangan together. At the time, Bujangan was always almost a DXN theme song. I have translated and captured of this song and loaded in this channel. The song still brings forward the sweet memory to me till this day. There was one thing common for the Indonesian and Malaysian and the Filipino too. We are very easygoing. When faced with difficulties, sometimes we sing our way out. We always think the situation may be desperate, but never hopeless. We are happy to sing, even when the sky may fall on us. During the crisis, almost all company in Indonesia was shut down. As usual, DXN has become the Lone Ranger. We were the only one there to operate in the market. Once again, DXN became like the refugee camp. Lots of people flocked to the office and joined DXN. Our sale actually doubled and tripled during the crisis. And I was busy traveling widely in Indonesia to promote DXN and ask people to join us. Thousands of members, crowds always gathered in the meeting. At one time, when I was in Banjarmasin, the capital of one of the Kalimantan states, there were 3,000 members who came for the meeting. They scared the wind out of the hotel management as they thought the mobs were gathering to ransack the hotel. The meeting ended very peacefully, but the hotel manager talked to me, with his hand still shaking, saying that he may not allow the DXN meeting in his hotel for a while because the coming of so many people scared him. As we always said, the world is not perfect. Even DXN is doing the business peacefully and we never attack or criticize other companies. Very soon, DXN become the subject of jealousy in Indonesia. Many companies were able to compete with DXN in terms of pricing, technology, marketing skill or marketing system. The only thing they could do is to start to spread some rumors. The time DXN was facing trouble, the rumors that DXN was facing trouble and going to close down soon, that the government would revoke the license of DXN and close down the company, etc. and etc. Then they created fake news in newspaper and even complained about DXN to various government departments, especially the health ministry. The time we do not have Facebook and all the social medias like today. All news had to be go through newspaper and magazine. DXN started to publish a bulletin to endorse the marketing activities and telling members the true news of DXN. But Indonesia was our first major market and we lacked many skills to handle the crisis. The main crisis was the emergence of money game companies to promote quick money. This delivered a heavy blow to the industry and many companies collapsed due to the disturbances of money game companies. Another problem was DXN still using the old and rigid marketing plan. There were very little diamond to diamond overriding. Too much bonus is allocated for car funds and housing funds. So many members joined DXN. Actually, it was a stress test for our marketing plan. Very soon, the so-called marketing plan saturation occurred, where the up and the down lines were the same status as the up line and blocked the income. That time you need to collect 12,000 PV to become an SA and 12 SA to become a diamond. So with 5 diamond, you become the crown diamond, and that is the highest position. It's not easy to become SA, and it's also not easy to become a diamond. So that gives the opportunity, for the money gang, company to create disturbances. There they can earn money quickly, and DXN has to take a long time, to make good money. But of course, it's not true, because our members also get good money in very short time. Suddenly, there were a lot of crown diamonds are emerging in Indonesia. In a short time, their income skyrocket. But when the downline become crown diamond, though, the income plunged heavily. So a strong crisis was creeping into DXN. In the next video, I shall tell you the marketing crisis we face in Indonesia and how it changed the way we manage DXN permanently and making DXN the most effective MLM in the market with no worry that the marketing plan saturation may occur. See you in the next video. Bye bye.